So if you all remember from a couple weeks ago when I posted my comeback video, I mentioned that I would be making a video on how to eliminate razor burn 100%. Now again, maybe you should take this with a grain of salt, but it worked well for me and hopefully it'll work well for you. I mean, you all have nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Now, interestingly, it was not a YouTuber or a wet shaver or anyone on the shaving forums like Badger and Blade. It was actually a dermatologist who gave me this advice, Dr. Daniel Sugai. He has a YouTube channel on skincare and how he treats acne and stuff. He once did a video specifically on shaving, and while a lot of the products of choice he uses were questionable to say the least, notably the Aveeno shave gel, which I've never used, but I don't even hate canned shaving creams, but I just don't think Aveeno is just not one I would use. It has parabens in it. And he used a Gillette Fusion 5-bladed razor, which you do not need more than like 3 at the absolute most, but 2 or even 1 is all you need, really. But there is one little bit of advice that he gives that you totally need to do. It's worth a shot. Pay close attention, I'll show y'all. Now for the actual shave today, I'm going to be using this shave cream from Dollar Shave Club, which it previously was called the Pillowy Shave Lather. It was basically the same product as this. It had a different scent. It was like a minty lavender scent. I really loved the way it smelled. This is like just like a citrusy type of scent. It does match a lot better with the aftershave they make, which I am not using that today, or actually, you know what, I will. I'll use that for consistency's sake. Y'all are seeing my door on my mirror open again, so who would have thought I'd be doing that again? And now I really wish I knew whether or not the propylene glycol that is present in the post-shave dew that they make, I wish I knew if that was petroleum-based or not. But since I'm not sure, I'm not risking using it because I don't want to get cancer or have kidney problems. So instead, I am using their post-shave cream, which has the same scent, and this on its own is actually pretty good for eliminating like a lot of the shaving irritation. Or at least it has a soothing effect. It has a lot of hyaluronic acid, but I will get to the real kicker later on. And for my razor today, I'm going to be using, trying to keep this as a Target-themed shave, stuff you can just get at your local Target, because Dollar Shave Club is sold at Target now. I'm going to use this Gillette SkinGuard razor again, which this one has the flex ball on it, and yeah, this, if you're willing to pay a little bit extra for the cartridges, I'd say if you want a super efficient shave that is fast, close, basically the same quality as a double-edged shave, at least for me, but you want it convenient, fast, and or if you want to be able to take this like on an airplane, this is the razor to do it. You just got to get past the price of the cartridges. Although again, I've said before, these blades will last you up to a month with daily shaving, in my experience, so I'd say it's worth a shot. Now, the only products that I did not get at Target are my Parker Silvertip Badger brush. Really the only Badger brush you can get at Target is the one from Bevel, which I may get that soon, but for now, nah. And I have a Q-Shave Scuttle, which I told you I broke my old Scuttle that I got in Tennessee, so I got this new one. And you fill it up with hot water, and then you plug it right here, and it'll keep your lather warm for you while you are shaving. And my brush has been soaking for a few minutes, so let's get to work. Now, I'm not going to do a whole lot of prep because honestly, you don't need it if you follow what I'm about to do. Just get your face nice and wet, like I'm doing with the brush here. Not too excessive. And dump most of the water out of that scuttle. And now, this Dollar Shave Club shave cream is meant for use with a brush. It says mix into a lather with your hands first, then apply evenly over wet shavable area, or if using a shave brush, lather onto skin using circular motions. So yes, you can use this with a brush, and for $7 for a tube of this, I'd say it's probably the best cream you can get at Target if you're a wet shaver. Although there is some competition like from Pacific or I guess maybe Bevel, but they're a little bit pricier for a smaller tube, but I don't know. Anyway, so that's what the cream looks like. I put a decent sized amount on there. Not too much, not too little. Let's get to lathering. And this stuff lathers very easily. I'd say this is a great beginner shaving cream for wet shavers. It doesn't take a whole lot of water to get it into lather, but it is possible to underhydrate this rather easily, so you don't have to waste too much product to get a good lather, so that's a good thing. Especially, even though it is really cheap, you're still not going to waste too much money with a product like this. And I'd say the performance of it definitely justifies how you'd spend more on this per buy than you would on something like Barbasol. Although honestly, Barbasol isn't that bad. I recently began appreciating it a whole lot more. Part of it was like Sinatra Lennon always using it with his double edge razors, but yeah, it's still a good cream. I've also tried the Barbasol 1911 brushless shave cream. I may do a review on that soon, but I don't know yet. A touch more water for good measure. All right. Oh, I love the warmth that scuttle is giving. Might throw another dab of water on there to... So before too much longer, I will be moving to Texas, and you'll be seeing another bathroom. I haven't been mentioning it. I'm not in the same house I was in last time, so I have a completely different bathroom, and when I go to Texas here in the next couple weeks, hopefully, there'll be yet another bathroom for us to watch Horizon do his shaves in. I know y'all are excited for it. Now this is how I basically shave on a daily basis when I'm not like making a video about it. Or what I will do is I will get in the shower, I will exfoliate my face. I will either use the Duke Cannon face scrub, or I'm trying the Harry's exfoliating face wash, which it actually dries out my skin more than that Duke Cannon scrub ever did, so I'm probably going to switch back. And while I'm in the shower, I've got my brush soaking in hot water, and then I lather up my cream and I'm ready to go. And all right, we're 8 minutes in. I need to get to the shave before I take too much time off the camera. All right, real quick, I'm going to edge out my sideburns real quick. Or as Geo Fatboy calls it, clearing the runways. There is a lot of feedback when you don't do the prep, but it doesn't hurt or anything, so... like, you can just hear that right there. All right. I like to use this little precision blade on the back to really get under my nose, and also, I'll show you here in just a sec. The hair right below my bottom lip where I would grow like my soul patch. I can't get a good soul patch, but for some reason the hair there is so thick that it barely feels like I did anything to it when I shave. But with the precision blade, I'm actually able to get it nice and smooth. I don't know how, but I just can. And this thing is filling up with a lot of hair. I don't know if it'll focus or not, but I only have about a day of growth, so... Also, I tend to shave every day, but if I go a little bit longer without shaving, this still works. This method I'm going to teach you for treating razor burn. I don't know exactly how well this would stack up at preventing ingrown hairs, but just exfoliate your skin first. I would suggest using a brush, use a razor that has fewer blades on it, especially if you plan to shave against the grain after multiple passes. I would honestly only recommend either this SkinGuard or a safety razor. I would not suggest you use a straight razor against the grain. You're more likely just going to peel your skin off if you try that. But if you really need an against the grain shave, either this or a double edge are the best products for it. Now, most days I don't have the patience to try and do this with a safety razor, but this will work. Or it depends on what safety razor you're using. I have found that my my Mula R89, if I try to go against the grain with that, the irritation is definitely reduced, but it isn't 100% prevented. But if I use a razor with like an older Gillette style head, like my Parker 96R, definitely is a lot better result. Sorry, there's a gnat in here. Gnat here, gnat. Don't know why they spell gnat with a G. There's no reason for it. And also, I heard gnats only live for like 10 minutes at a time. I don't know if that's true or not, but it is. Well, they are very annoying in the brief time they are around. I don't know if that 10 minutes is accounting how long they can physically exist, or if it's just how long someone can put up with them until they end up getting splatted. Splatted? Is that even a word? I don't know. I'm in a funny mood today. I'm trying to pay attention to the camera and talk about the gnat, so that's why it took me a minute to relather, but... Alright. Cross the grain. Now, a way you can potentially reduce the irritation, if you want a nice BBS shave, again, it is not the tip I'm giving you today, but maybe you could take it away from this video and it might help you. Before you attempt an against the grain pass, reduce your stubble as much as humanly possible. Go with the grain, across, okay, you do 2 across passes, one east to west and then another west to east. Basically, you have to achieve a damn fine shave before you can reach baby bottom smooth. For those of y'all who don't know the shaving terminology, most of you wet shavers out here are already going to know it, but to those who are not familiar, SA is socially acceptable, which I'd say if you're shaving like with an electric razor, that's probably all you're going to get. Close comfortable shave, or CCS, is what you get, or I think it's just CC, close comfortable, is when you get, it's when you're smooth when you feel it with the grain, but across and against you still feel stubble. DFS is damn fine shave, which you get when you're smooth with and across the grain, but not against. BBS is baby bottom smooth, which you get when there is no detectable hair left whatsoever. Not that you have 0 hair follicles left afterwards like that. I remember watching a Mad TV, a clip from that, where there's they introduced the Mach 20 razor and how like the 7th blade kills your hair follicles, the 8th blade sends a signal to your brain to just stop growing hair. I swear to God, I can't believe the razor blade wars never evolved to that point, but... Now, as you can see, sometimes this razor has a little bit of difficulty in getting all the soap off your face, but that's okay. Once you go against the grain with this, it'll take care of it, no problem. And trust me, if you follow my advice, you'll be able to accomplish it. I'm actually going to go do 4 passes just for, since I skipped exfoliating my face and taking a shower first, we're just going to, actually no, I'll go against the grain. I'm only using a 2-blade razor, so I'm not going to get razor burn or nothing. Ingrown hairs is what I mean. The only place I have found on my face where this doesn't really work is under my nose. So, under my nose, I'm just going to go across the grain the other direction. That's good enough, though. On the rest of my face, we're going against the grain. Hold on to your seats, boys and girls. Now, you are definitely going to feel the feedback when you do this. Bit of blade buff in there, but BBS. And I'm already excited to show y'all how to treat this, so. And you probably could get away with this with the, if you do use a Vino shave gel, or anything that comes out of a can really, but I would not suggest you shave against the grain if you're not using either a DE or the SkinGuard. Feedback is so loud, but my hair is so coarse on my chin. All right. I may do a bit of touch-up here so I can really get to the BBS result that I'm after, but I can imagine all y'all are cringing hearing all this scratching and me going against the grain with like no lather on it, but this totally works if you know what you're doing, though. Believe me. All right, that's pretty darn good. Now, before my face begins to break out into an inflamed rash, I'm going to show you all the secret. I'm going to rinse out my razor and my brush real quick. Cold water, not hot. I'll be just 1 sec. You spider, die. Drown in the waters of my sink, Spider-Man. Okay, that was not related at all to what this video is about. I just saw a little spider in my sink. It's like a really tiny, like it's not even big enough to do anything. It just, I threw water on him and he got sucked into the sink and down the drain. So I'm really excited for Spider-Man No Way Home, though. I don't know if y'all seen the trailer yet, but I can't believe Green Goblin's coming back. All right, I have wasted enough time 20 minutes in, I'm now going to show you the secret. What you want to do is you need a cleanser to wash your face with post-shave. This is not the scrub that you use pre-shave. Really, the ingredients that need to be in this cleanser, I suggest using a cleanser because I've had more luck with doing it in a cleanser than in just like a moisturizer. Although doubling up and using both a cleanser and a moisturizer with these ingredients is not a bad idea. You want it to have niacinamide and ceramides. Now, this makes sense because niacinamide will encourage your skin to repair its own skin barrier. And the ceramides, which are what make up your skin barrier, are going to just be a nice boost of that. So I'm using this one from La Roche Posay, the Purifying Foaming Cleanser for normal to oily skin. You could also use basically any of the CeraVe cleansers for this if you want. But I like this better because the oily skin cleanser from CeraVe has parabens in it, and I'm not a big fan of that. So what you want to do is you work it into a bit of a lather, and then start washing your face. Pay special attention to your neck, too. Like, I can touch my skin against the grain and I'm not feeling any irritation. That's how effective this is. All right, now for the next step, I'm actually going to use a little bit of toner to help clean up the mess I made. Also because, again, I have oily skin, and I have found that using a toner helps control my excess oil during the day. Someday in the future, I'm going to do a video on my skincare routine because as a guy, I actually have one. And I'm going to show y'all how I integrate my shave into it and everything. And this is the Harry's face toner, by the way. It has niacinamide in it, so that'll sort of help aid with the skin barrier repairing that you get with a product like the La Roche Posay cleanser. So also, just to prevent any bacteria and also to treat my acne, because I'm 20 years old, I still get acne. I'm going to be using this 10% Up and Up Benzoyl Peroxide gel. It's $3, and this thing is like the best thing that ever happened to my acne. I got a couple little zits on the side of my face, but this will make very short work of them. And if you're using a blade longer than you should, using benzoyl peroxide will definitely help kill any bacteria that may be on there. If you want to do this in like one step, you could use the CeraVe acne cleanser right after your shave because it has benzoyl in it. It does have it in a lower concentration though, and also you're just going to rinse it right off, so I don't know how effective that's going to be. So I would just get this gel and use it. And now for the aftershave, the Dollar Shave Club post-shave cream. Now a little bit of this stuff will go a very long way, so just like this is enough for my whole face. Has a very soothing feel in them. There is no menthol in this, so basically the only, unless you're sensitive to the fragrance that's in it, this is a very good post-shave for guys with sensitive skin. And again, to back up the whole doubling up on the ceramides and niacinamide, you don't have to do this if you've got the cleanser, but this will definitely help further. So I'm using the CeraVe night lotion. Again, you can probably guess I don't like their day version of this with sunscreen because it has parabens. Come on, CeraVe, get rid of the parabens in all your shit already. People would actually buy your stuff more. I say that like they get no business, but they're like, the best skincare company you can get at like Target or anywhere for that matter. All right, and the absolute last thing I'm gonna do for this video is I'm gonna put a little bit of this Oars and Alps eye cream underneath my eyes because I have dark circles. Okay, that was a little bit of insight into my skincare routine, my daily shave, and also how you can hopefully eliminate all the razor burn you've ever gotten. Please try it out. Let me know how it works for you. Once again, I learned this from Dr. Daniel Sugai, so go check him out. He has a video on this, and let him know that I sent you. All right, have a good one, y'all.